The pad day is a really good sort of indicator of what you're letting yourself in for. Recruits, basic recruit course.
We were hard work. There were a lot of very physical tests, and the paper tests.
I'm Liam Gardner.
I'm Robert Bolton.
Chris Morton.
I'm Josh Rollinson.
Currently I'm a third year university, full-time student, and now I'm a safe firefighter.
My name's Robert Cooper and I'm responsible for the retained recruit course at Washington Hall Training Centre at Chorley. The recruits coming off the street with no knowledge of the fire service, so what we do is we teach them all the basics that they need to be a firefighter.
At the beginning of the course, I did not have a clue what to expect. I'd been told it was hard, but I didn't know how hard or what kind of hard, like physically or mentally or anything.
Right! I was really apprehensive for the first week. The first couple of days was really intense, really hard work.
From day one, as soon as we stepped foot on the fire ground, we knew it would be tough.
First half of the day, everyone's walking around in uniform, you don't know who's got a service to call around, you don't know when you stood up, sit down, you don't know what you do.
So as you can imagine, in 2 weeks we've got a lot of information to put into the students. It starts off with basic functions of running calls, which tend to be more physical at the start, and then more technical tasks later on when we obviously have more input from us onto what they're meant to be doing.
On the ladder! 140!
Getting up and down the ladders, obviously you're a bit apprehensive at first, but as your confidence grows and as you get used to using it day in, day out, it was quite enjoyable getting into those heights of the third floor.
So we start off getting water to a fire or getting water to an incident. This then builds up to more complex of combination drills of getting water to a fire engine, putting up ladders and how we go up ladders and do rescues. So it's, like I said, it develops very quickly to a steep learning curve, a lot of information to go and take in.
Quite like using the LPP. That's quite exciting because you're all on your own. You have to just get water up from the dam, and it's quite rewarding when you do get it.
The job of a firefighter is very physical. It's a high level of fitness needed and mental strength.
People need to realise that the modern fire service isn't quite how it's portrayed in films and in television. And there's quite a lot of mental and physically demanding aspects to the role.
Very challenging, but yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted, I would say.
As the days progress, you sort of realise that you're no longer focusing on just how physically demanding it is, because you're too busy worrying about getting things right and taking on all the new material they're taught.
The further you get through the course, the more you look back and you realise you actually quite enjoyed it.
Over a couple of weeks it did get easier. There was less running and more mental awareness. You had to learn things, remember things.
And by the end of the second week, you look back at day one of week one and you realise you're a very different person. You've come on leaps and bounds over that 2-week period.
You can see a massive improvement in students from when they first come. You can see that they're more disciplined, they're more confident, they've more respect for themselves and their comrades.
First couple of days, no one really knew each other. it was a bit awkward, like everyone was trying to like just start the way of everyone, but then eventually when everything came together, the whole group stuck together and it's been really, really good.
Mr. Clamp. He's not doing swaps at any point.
Day 1 and day 10 seem to be more than 10 days apart, it seems to be weeks apart. Day 1's an entirely different course, it's literally been sort of moulding from civilian to someone in the uniform service.
Students react in a varied way. Some of them it's a very big shock because it's obviously a disciplined service, but what it does, it forms them into a group and they're a tight-knit unit. Obviously within 2 weeks they're living together and working together, and the friendships that they form, they do last a lifetime when they work together on this course.
It's nice to see that after 2 weeks of training, you're confident in the ability of everyone around you, and you feel like a team, and you feel like you can trust yourselves to get a job done. I love learning new things, and the role of a firefighter is fantastic. There's so many different things you can, which is encompassed in the role of a firefighter. And just to learn new things every time I'm drilling or every incident I respond to is what really appeals to me. So I'm just looking forward to learning new things and developing my skills.
My first call, I think it's going to be the most exciting thing. Is that like I got to the station and get my first time on the line, something amazing.
I think everybody looks forward to the first shell. Everyone looks forward to the possibility that you can save a life. I don't think there's any greater thing to be proud of that you can do. If you're part of saving somebody's life, it's a fantastic thing.